Hey there, and welcome to days 41 through 50 of the 100-Day Project 2023. This is just a quick flip through of some of the projects that I worked on. Basically, I just did art journal pages in these little mini journals, and I did not work in any particular order, and I worked in a couple different journals. So I'm just going to walk through and show you some of those pages. Again, I incorporated stitching and I incorporated fabric and paper as well. This is one of my favorites. I love kind of the vintage feel of this. Did a little bit of stitching. There's some lace. This is just a piece of fabric I actually glued down onto the page. And then this one's pretty kind of tactile, a little bit of layering there. And then there are these two pages here as well. And I especially love this little piece with the lace hanging out. And then I also incorporated the cover for this little journal, the front and the back, into those days as well. And this page here, the little lace actually hangs out, and I really like how that worked. Okay, so let's continue. And then I had this page as well. A little bit of stitching here with the sewing machine. Started to do something a little bit different. And then these as well. I really love this page spread here. A little bit of some watercolor, a little bit of tiny bits of seed stitching, some French knots. I especially love French knots. And I really love this one. And it's funny because as I was working on this one, it was not gelling. Like, it wasn't feeling like it was working for me. But I kept on and ended up really liking it in the end. I just love the colors. I love the combination. This is from an old letter. I did some stitching, added little scrappy bits, and then I kind of added some of the fabric between the two pages. And then this was just a bunch of little cast-offs of threads, and I just glued those on. I really like how that turned out. And then here's another one. I did a lot of paper collage on this one, and then of course I did some stitching. I had this little flower doodle, and I went ahead and added some French knots into it. I love how that one turned out too. And then the last one in the 41 through 50 days is this one here. This wasn't one of my favorites, but it actually, you know, sometimes they're not. And then they're done and you kind of go, And this one, I kind of felt like it emulated a crown, which I thought was kind of cool. So those are my days 41 through 50 of the 100-Day Project 2023.